Hi guys, so this is a bit of a different video from myself. Stacey Budgets, who I will tag her below because she's been waiting for this video, has asked me to do a little video about all the different notes that we do in Scotland. Now I do not have any 50 or 100 notes. We do them. I don't use them because they don't get really accepted in the shops, and I just don't ask for them because of that. So I just do 20s and 10s and 5s. We used to have £1 notes, but we don't do them anymore. I think it's been a long time since we've not done them either. And I asked Ryan because he likes to collect coins, but he does not have any. So we've got 4 banks that we use. The first one being Bank of Scotland. Now we've got a Bank of Scotland and we've got a Royal Bank of Scotland. So I'm just going to pop them in their banks. And then I'll go through them all. Obviously you've seen the Bank of England one, if you're from England. This video might be interesting to some people because I think a lot of people like to see what other currencies there are. So if you are one of those people, then this will interest you. But I can't say I'm the best person to do this kind of video because honestly my history is shocking. But yeah, so we've got the 4 banks. We've got the Royal Bank of Scotland, we've got the Bank of Scotland, Clydesdale Bank, and then we've got the Bank of England, which is a rarity to get, to be honest. So the first one here is the Royal Bank of Scotland. This is what I most commonly get when I go to the bank. I don't know why, I don't know whether there's a reason for it or different areas used more. And this is actually my bank. Oh, maybe that's why, duh, because my bank is actually Royal Bank of Scotland. Anywho, so this first one is the £5 note. This is Nan Shepherd. Don't know who she is. Probably should search it. Yeah. And then on the back of here we've got salmon. I think Scotland are quite good at salmon, like farming salmon. I heard Gordon Ramsay say it once on his road trip video. But yeah, so that's salmon. Next we've got the £10 note, and this is Mary Somerville. And on the back of here we've got some otters. I don't know how they chose what they put on each of them, but they are quite interesting, to be fair. And then this one here is Kate Cranston, and on the back of her we have some squirrels. So they are very pretty notes, and it is good that we've got different ones. Sometimes they actually get on my nut in, but yeah, they're quite good. So that's their ones there. I'll pop them to the side. The next we've got the Clydesdale Bank. So Clydesdale Bank, we've got Sir William Arrol, and he's got the Forth Bridge next to him, and on the back again is the Forth Bridge. The Forth Bridge is the railway bridge that travels through to Edinburgh. So you've got the Forth Bridge that I would go over to get into Edinburgh. Next we've got the £10 note, and this is Robert Burns. Now on the back of Robert Burns is the old and new towns of Edinburgh. They are quite interesting when you look at them. I've never really looked at them in depth. To be honest, I knew Scotland had different notes, but until I started cash stuff in, I didn't realise there was 3 different notes in Scotland, as well as the Bank of England ones. I just thought there was one. I wasn't a big cash user though, so I think that was the why. But yeah, so that's them two. And then the £20 note has got Robert the Bruce on the front. And then he has St Kilda, which is a Scottish World Heritage Site, inscribed in 1986 to 2005. And it's got a wee map as well, so it shows you all that. Again, it is quite interesting. So that's them ones. I'll put them over here actually because they're done. By the way, these are all from my girls' trip folder, so I know exactly where they came from. I swapped them all out. Bank of England, I'm not going to go through because you obviously know Bank of England. And then the last Scottish ones we have We've got this £20 note which has Sir Walter Scott on them. They all have the same person on them as opposed to the other two. And this building here is the Mound Museum. It's the museum on the Mound, which is in Edinburgh. And then on the back you've got the Ford Bridge again, which is the same as this one here. And yeah, this is Bank of Scotland rather than Royal Bank of Scotland. And you've got a wee thistle there. And yeah. So these ones are all the same on the front. It's more just the back. So this one on the front is the exact same. It's got the same museum on the front. And then on the back it has Glenfinnan Viaduct, which is the bridge, which is actually the bridge that's in Harry Potter. So I've actually been there. It's beautiful in person, it really is. I went there on the way to go to Isle of Skye, and honestly it's amazing to see it. But yeah, and they actually run a steam train as well going over it. And then the final one is the £5 note, and again on the back it's got Briggo Doon, which is in Ayrshire, and it's the bridge, and as well it's got Sir Walter Scott on the front, and the same building from Edinburgh, the museum. So yeah, so that's all of our notes. I'm going to take these ones away because you obviously know what they look like. But I think my favourites are these ones here, just because, like Stacey was saying, they've got like the squirrels and otters on them. The salmon one, I mean, I don't really like fish, so I'm not really bothered about that, but yeah. But it's weird that we've all got different notes, like for Scotland, and then we've got the English ones as well. If I'm ever taking a trip to England, I try to collect English notes, because I have been in England before where they've refused Scottish notes because they don't recognise them. And it's quite funny, but it's not funny at the same time. Honestly, I do not find it funny at the time, but it is quite funny. But yeah, it's crazy. But hope you enjoyed this, Stacey. I've done this for you. Yeah, it's not a video to everybody's taste, but if you're interested in different currencies and stuff, then you will be. And now I'm going to go and hunt for a £1 note for Ryan. So yeah, I think he needs one to add to his collection now. So if I do get a hands on one, then I will let you know. I think that Scottish Mama Budgets had found one, or I can't even remember what she said about it, but she said we should bring them back, and I totally agree. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. A bit of a different video from me, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye.